Now, also on the topic of food this Christmas, some very, very common ones that we always encounter over the Christmas period or have problems with are another 3 particular items: grapes, raisins and sultanas. Now think about it, it's not a common thing you think you're going to be eating at Christmas, but think about where they may occur, like the common Christmas cake. Now unfortunately we don't know what is in them and which animals will be affected by it, but grapes, raisins and sultanas can cause some devastating lethal problems and create kidney failure in pets. Another very, very common problem is the humble chocolate. Now a lot of people know that chocolate is toxic to pets and it can be lethal. Thankfully, we know exactly how much chocolate is lethal for every kilo of body weight of your pet. So if we know their weight and we know how much they may have got into, we can tell you whether it's going to be a problem or not. But if your pet gets into chocolate this Christmas time, please seek veterinary attention and veterinary advice and find out if it's going to be an issue. Because pets that do eat chocolate, it can be fatal. It can lead to some devastating problems with their heart and their rhythm disturbances, and it can lead to death. In some of those pets that do recover, as we mentioned before, this condition called pancreatitis, some animals will be left with pancreatitis after their chocolate ingestion and will still be in hospital for quite a long period in intensive care. So again, with chocolate, please seek veterinary advice if your pet gets into it. The last one is a little less common known, and it's a type of artificial sweetener called xylitol. Now it occurs in a lot of dental products, occurs in a lot of sweeteners, so lollies and candies, especially in some of those Scandinavian countries. The Americans tend to use it a lot as an artificial sweetener in a lot of their baking goods as well. Now for us, perfectly okay, but especially for dogs and a bit lesser for cats, xylitol can cause some huge problems in dropping their blood sugars. And if their blood sugars drop, they seizure. And the other problem that it can cause is it can cause some liver failure. So please, if your pets get into any products containing xylitol, then again, please seek veterinary attention and please advise accordingly. So over this Christmas, from a food point of view, we've talked about table scraps and bones, we've talked about grapes, raisins and sultanas, we've talked about chocolate and this other product, this artificial sweetener called xylitol.